Welcome to Skyrim Special Edition. There is Anniversary Edition, but I won't let Todd scam me again. We first wake up in a cart as a prisoner, and oh my god, how many fucking game has the Elder Scrolls start as a prisoner? And this guy across us named Rayloff wakes us up with a classic line of,
"Hey, you're finally awake."
Turns out we are arrested by an Imperial soldiers for crossing the border illegally, so we get thrown to the cart with the other rebel prisoners called Stormcloak, which happens to be in the area. We arrive at Helgen with the rest of the prisoners, then we do a little checklist, but our name isn't on the list. But this bitch said,
"Forget the list. He goes to the block."
Fuck.
So we walked up to the shopping block and ooh, I wonder what's gonna happen. And a dragon from that video appeared and the whole town is on fire. With the commotion, we were able to escape. Now we have to choose between who do we escape with. So I chose the Imperial Legion because I don't care about the war, alright? So we entered the dungeon with one of the guards named Hadvar. We killed all the Stormcloaks inside and exit through the cave. With the dragon finally gone, Hadvar advised us to seek shelter with him in a small town called Riverwood. So we hid there with Hadvar and met his uncle Alpha, who's kind enough to let us seek shelter and gave us some food and gems? Necklace? Rings? Huh? And later he asked us to help that town by reporting to Jarl Ballscrub of Whiterun to send troops to guard Riverwood because there's a dragon on the loose. We head to Whiterun in the early morning, and at a city gate, one of the guards comes up and
"Stop right there, criminal scum!"
Wrong game. With the news about dragon that lets us in the city. After we enter the city, we head to the Jarl's palace called Dragon's Reach and report to Jarl Balgruff, and he do be ballin'.
Jarl ballin'.
Awesome.
Ballin', swag.
So we report about the dragon attack. Afterward, the Jarl asks us to assist his court wizard in retrieving the dragon stone. So we obey the order and head to old ancient Nord ruin called Bleak's Falls Barrow and slaughter every fucking thing inside. After we cleared the dungeon and killed the boss, we were able to retrieve the dragon stone and give it to the court wizard, and suddenly the Jarl housecarl came and tell us that a dragon had been sighted nearby and drag our ass to the council table. Jarl Balgruff ordered us to kill that dragon with the help of his troops because we survived Helgen and he thought we had more experience than anyone else. But experience my ass, we literally ran away. We head to the watchtower and the dragon finally attacked, so we and the guards defeated the dragon. And after the dragon was killed, something happened to the dragon. We absorbed the dragon's soul and shocked the guard nearby. And one of the guards comes up and tells us that we are the Dragonborn. The Dragonborn is a person with a dragon blood in them who is able to use the Thum, or so-called shouts, also called that you see in the trailer. So we head back to report to the Jarl about the dragon's death, but on our way to the palace, a thundering sound was heard from the sky. No, not this one. After hearing that, we head to the Jarl's palace to report the dragon's death. After reporting, the Jarl tells us that the thundering voice we heard was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning us to High Hrothgar. So we head to Ivarstead and climb the 7,000 step and entered High Hrothgar. So we get greeted by the Greybeards, but first the Greybeards needs to know if we are truly the Dragonborn. So we show the power of a true Chad Sigma male by shouting, "Whoosh!" That's it? I thought it would be more epic. After proving that we are the Dragonborn, the Greybeards taught us the second word of shout called roar and tell us, but before we teach you the last word of power, you need to pass a test. What the fuck is this? Master Uguay's voice? Which is diving in an ancient Nord ruin and retrieve the horn of Jurgen Windcaller, who is the founder of the Greybeards, I guess. So we went there, killed all the Draugrs, and reached the final room which contained the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. But the horn is missing. The only thing that's left is a note that reads, "I need to speak to you urgently. Rent an attic room at the Sleeping Giant's Inn in Riverwood, and I'll meet you." What? So you're telling me that I dragged my ass from here to here and dived through a bunch of walking zombies just to drag my ass to another place again? So we dragged our ass there and met Dolphin. Delphine, like Belle Delphine. She gave the horn back and she said that she can help us defeat Alduin the World Eater, which is that dragon who attacked Helgen. So we agree for the time being cause she's the only one who knows how to defeat Alduin. Then we head to High Hrothgar to return the horn of Jürgen Windcaller to the Greybeards. After we returned the horn, the Greybeards said that we have passed all the trials, and now they will finally teach us the last word of power and formally accept us as Dragonborn. By literally getting shouted at by a group of old men. Then later, Delphine reveals that she's the last member of the Blades, which is an organization that serves the Dragonborn, and she finally agrees to help us defeat Alduin, but she doesn't know shit about how to defeat Alduin and why the dragons are coming back. But she suspects that the Thalmor is behind all of this, and suggests that we attend the party at the Thalmor embassy and find some clues about why the dragons are coming back to life. So Delphine prepared an invitation for us and smuggled some weapons into the embassy with the help of a wood elf agent and attend the party. We slip out through the back, fight our way through a bunch of Thalmor and never find any clue about the dragon. But we did find a clue about a guy named Esbern hiding in Riften. Turns out he's also a member of the Blades. So we went to Riften and asked around the Thieves Guild about Esbern. After we got information about him, we entered the Ratway and rescued him from the Thalmor. We went back to Riverwood where Esbern and Delphine will be consulting about how to defeat Alduin. Turns out Esbern knows a way to find a way to defeat Alduin by visiting the Alduin's wall in a place called Skyhaven Temple. We, Delphine and Esbern head there and fought our way through bandits and activate a dragon seal using the Dragonborn's blood and open the door to Skyhaven Temple and learned about the Alduin's wall, and the wall told us a story of the Akaviri using a special shout to defeat Alduin, but neither of them knows about this shout. So we asked the Greybeards for help, but they only know the name of the shout, Dragonren. But they do not know about the words of power, so they told us to meet Pewdiepie, their leader. They think Paarthurnax may be able to help us, so they teach us a shout called Clear Sky in order to fight our way through the snowstorm up the mountains. So we reach the peak of the mountain and meet Paarthurnax. Then we talked, but even Paarthurnax doesn't even know the Dragonren shout. But he knows that it was used here at some point in the past. So he suggests that we get an Elder Scroll to see in the past, but he doesn't know where to get the Elder Scroll either. So off we go to find an Elder Scroll. We asked around the College of Winterhold and found a book written by Septimus Signus about the effect of an Elder Scroll. So he must know something about the Elder Scroll. So we went to his hideout and asked where the Elder Scroll is, and he pointed us to an ancient Dwemer ruin. And in return, we transcribed the lexicon for him. So we head there and venture through the ruins and entered the Black Reach, the worst location in the game by the way, and solve some puzzle and retrieve the Elder Scroll, then transcribe the lexicon. But we never return to him anyway cause it's a side quest. Afterward, we head to the peak of the mountain and use the Elder Scroll to see through the past and finally learn the Dragonren shout. Then Alduin's arrived. With the help of Paarthurnax, we were able to kick Alduin's ass, but Alduin managed to escape. With no knowledge of where Alduin's went, Paarthurnax suggests we capture one of Alduin's ally and interrogate him. But in order to trap a dragon, we need help of Jarl Balin, because Dragon's Reach, the Jarl's palace, was built to trap a dragon in the past. So we asked the Jarl for permission to trap the dragon in his palace. But with the war going on, he refuses. With no help from the Jarl, we figured out how to convince the Jarl to let us trap the dragon. So we arranged a peace council in High Hrothgar between the Stormcloaks and the Imperials and made peace for the time being. And the Jarl finally agrees to let us trap a dragon in his palace, so we begin the plan. After we catch the dragon, we interrogate and learn that Alduin is in Sovngarde, the Nords' equivalent of Valhalla. So we travel there on the back of a dragon to Skuldafn and enter the portal to Sovngarde. Turns out that Alduin has been consuming the souls of people in Sovngarde. So we fought Alduin with the help of heroes of old and finally killed Alduin the World Eater. And the world was safe from annihilation.